everyone and welcome to Inside Dakar and to day 3 of the Dakar Rally 2024. And what a day it has been for Team Audi Sport. After finding themselves far down the leaderboard after yesterday, Stefan Peter Hansel and Edouard Boulanger took the stage win today after an intense battle with ProDrive driver Sebastien Loeb. Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz have also taken the overall lead of the rally. So I can't wait to find out what sort of excitement there is within the team this evening, and we will be chatting with our reporter Stefan on site shortly, as well as some other people. But first up, this is the route for today. For stage 2, the crews will continue heading east to a new bivouac location in Al Duwadimi. The rally's second stage is quite a contrast to stage 1, with less technicality and more speed. About 30 kilometers of dunes need to be tackled first before a real speed test follows. The stage is 470 kilometers and the day's total is 662 kilometers. Well, like I mentioned, I can't wait to see what the excitement is like within the team now at the Al Duwadimi bivouac. So let's cross out straight now to Stefan to find out what's it like.
There's no party. I'm a little bit disappointed about that. All the guys are hard working on the car of Stefan Peter Hansel, preparing the car for tomorrow. You could see the mud of today's stage, but tomorrow is a very exciting stage, I think, with only a 2-hour service after the stage, and so they have to work hard today and prepare everything in a proper way. But we can tell a little bit more about today's stage with Stefan Peter Hansel later. So back to you, Molly.
Thanks very much, Stefan. We will be catching up with you shortly. But first of all, like we mentioned a few times, it's been a great day for Team Audi Sport. So let's have a look at the highlights from today. After the second stage of the 2024 Dakar Rally, there was double cause for celebration at Team Audi Sport in the bivouac. Stefan Peter Hansel and Edouard Boulanger won Sunday's second stage with their Audi RSQ e-tron, while teammates Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz took the lead in the overall standings despite suffering another puncture. After a difficult first stage, Peter Hansel and Boulanger started Sunday's stage in 24th position. Similar to Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz on the previous day, the French duo was able to use the starting position to their advantage, setting the pace right from the start of the stage and eventually keeping Sebastien Loeb at bay in a close finish. It was the 50th Dakar stage win for Mr. Dakar in the car category, making Stefan Peter Hansel the joint record holder for most stage wins with Ari Vatanen.
We took a lot of pleasure to drive. The car was really nice to drive with a good setting on the no mistake of navigation, and yeah, to know that we are able to win a stage, it's really good. You know, after last year the crash, it was not sure that we get the same level with the back of Edo, for me also, and to be back on the fight, it's really nice.
Starting today's stage as the second car was a difficult task for Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz, who battled with Saturday's stage winner Guillaume de Mévius for quite some time before suffering a puncture. Despite losing over 17 minutes, Sainz and Cruz took the overall lead in the 2024 Dakar Rally for Team Audi Sport.
Today is a good day for Audi. You know, we are leading the race and Stefan won the stage, so we cannot ask for more.
Matthias Ekström and Emil Bergqvist finished stage 2 one place ahead of their Spanish teammates. The Swedish duo also suffered a puncture, losing a similar amount of time.
It wasn't a super clean day, but we are still in the game and happy with how the car drives is the key, because if you have good pace, then that will be the key to follow the train at the front for the coming days.
For the second time in 3 days, an Audi RSQ e-tron recorded the fastest time, today courtesy of our French duo Stefan Peter Hansel and Edouard Boulanger. P7 on Sunday for Matthias Ekström and Emil Bergqvist, and P8 for Carlos Sainz and Lucas Cruz. This means Sainz and Cruz are the new overall leaders, with all 3 Audi RSQ e-trons now in the top 10 of the standings. And now it is time to hear from the history maker himself, taking his 50th Dakar stage win with a car today. Stefan Peter Hansel, together with his co-driver Edouard Boulanger, are chatting to Stefan in the desert.
Hi Molly, yes, you make the right announcement, the history maker. Now he achieved the old record of Ari Vaton by 50 stage wins in the desert, right?
Exact. I was not sure if it was 50 in total or only with the car, but it's only only with the car. So now it's a good news. I'm really proud to be at the same level of Ari Vatanen. But I have a chance to beat him because we continue to race.
Yeah, and for all the fans, he's still the record holder on the bike together with Cyril Dupré, right?
So I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. I know that I won 33 stages with a motorcycle, but I don't know how I win Cyril Dupré.
Okay. How emotional was the day for you after the disappointing first stage yesterday?
Now, first of all, it was nice to be back on the race, especially because we took a lot of pleasure to drive today. The stage was really interesting. It was a good mix between dunes, bed river, fast track, just a little bit of rocks, but not too much. On navigation from Edo was really perfect. So now we took really a pleasure to drive today.
Edo, did you feel any pressure in front of the stage?
No pressure, no pressure. Probably, hopefully, the last day if we are in a good position. But for the moment, pressure is not on our shoulder.
When Stefan was talking about it, sounds very easy. Everything. Did you have any critical moments today?
Critical, I would say no. We just have some seconds of doubt when we see some cars facing us, so it's not usual. So of course, in that case, you have some doubts, but we cleared it up quickly.
Who was facing you?
Shishri and Nasser.
Oh, cool. Good to see you. What's your forecast for tomorrow? I think it's not very easy for you tomorrow to open the stage.
No, again, we will open the stage. We opened yesterday. We will open tomorrow. So we know that when we are first car on the road, probably we will lose the time. But anyway, I hope that the stage will be not same more complicated like the first day with the rocks, and we will try to do our best. If the navigation is good, if there is some line of motorcycle, we are able to do a good result.
Tomorrow is a very special stage with a very short service at the end, only 2 hours for our team. What does it mean for you?
It means that it's really important to arrive at the end of the stage with a car in a good condition, so no damage, no big impact on the car, because we have no time to change a big lot of parts. And after we will be at the middle of the desert for marathon bivouac, only a competitors. And normally it's always a nice atmosphere because we can discuss all together. There is only a big tent for all the competitors, so normally it's nice.
Really? Are you sleeping in the same tent all together?
Not the same tent, we have our own tent, but we are eating in the same tent, and on the normal bivouac we cannot see each other because we are all in our teams, and during the marathon stage we are all together, all competitors together.
So we wish you a good stage tomorrow and hopefully a fantastic evening and later in the bivouac. Back to you, Molly.
Thank you very much, Stefan, and thanks also to Stefan and Edu for chatting with us. Now, all three of the Audi drivers have been in the spotlight on the first 3 days of the Dakar Rally. May that continue. Now, the driver and the co-driver, they are out all day on these long stages, on these long road sections, but the work does not stop when they reach the finish. That is when the service time starts for the mechanics. Let's have a look at how that works.
When the car comes out of the stage, the first thing we do is the standard service from the car.
The main task is to make an efficient plan for the rest of the day. Normally we do have a debrief with the driver, what happened in the stage, if any issues, accidents or so on.
We, the engineers, the mechanics and the engineers, start to taking the data from the cars. And in the same time, you lift the car up, check the bodywork visual. If you have some damage, make a list from can be some parts damaged, the tires, the bodywork, some rubbers because of the stones are damaged. And then you make a fire up electrical. The electrical can be okay, but you can have some noises from the mechanic parts to be repaired.
Sometimes working fast is needed, sometimes accurate is also needed, so have to be a balance, this is one of the key factors.
Because when you start getting tired, it's very easy you get tired and disconcentrated and you can make mistakes. This is the biggest challenge.
I would say that all the people involved like the challenges. So sometimes you get excited just because the car is, let's say, upside down. We don't want for sure to have a car upside down, but you get excited and you give your best when the car has more problems.
Yeah, you get the car out, but when you see it's not possible to finish or to fix the car, yeah, for us it's a shame because it's a job from the complete here. Try to make your best. It's you human who want to try to make something. Sometimes even you don't think, you just do it because you want to have the car out, yeah. And then it's like it's come from you. It's not something you learn.
Well, there you saw an extremely dedicated amount of people working on the technical side of things at the Dakar Rally. And there is a person that oversees everything technical at the Dakar, and that is Leonardo Pascali, and he will be chatting to Stefan now from the desert.
Yes, Molly, here we are together with Leo, the technical director of the Dakar project. And my first question is, of course, how emotional was the day for you, Leo?
Really satisfied. So really happy about the result from today, but in general, all the results, all the achievement that we reached so far.
We always have some questions from our visitors, our Daily Dakar show. And the first question of today was, what's on board of our service truck?
So in our service truck, we have all the most important spare part in case, because the service truck follow from behind the race, and in case of any issue on the car is, let's say, the first support that the car and the crew can get in order to solve the problem.
The second question is concerning our engine, the energy converter, our former DTM engine. Why does it sound louder this year? Is it running on a higher level of RPMs?
Yes, so the maximum RPM that we use is more or less 5,000 RPM. And the reason for that, because we need the power to recharge the battery. And
another question which we hear very often is, what's the size of the car? It looks so huge, and always when the drivers come out, you get an idea of the dimension of the car.
Yes, the car is huge, but in terms of length, it's similar to a sedan. So it's huge the width of the car because it's 2.3 meters, and also the height because it's mainly 2 meters.
What did you think when you saw the car for the very first time?
It was a monster, but a nice monster.
Okay, from the director of the Monsters, back to you, Molly.
Thank you very much, Stefan, and to you, Leo, for giving us some technical insights from the desert. We'll be speaking more with you, Stefan, tomorrow. Now, there are many new features at the Dakar Rally, and we are about to learn all about them. What's new at the 46th edition of the Dakar Rally? The route in 2024 is aimed at being the hardest one since the Dakar Rally has come to the Middle East. As Dakar director David Castera always says, a great Dakar is a tough Dakar. Looking at the route itself, we begin in Alula near the west coast and then travel east towards the Empty Quarter. Then we return to the west, finishing in Yanbu on the coast of the Red Sea. The first week is going to be tough. Long stages as well as a marathon stage and the brand new 48-hour chrono stage are on the schedule. And on top of that, there will only be 2 loop stages, meaning more travelling for everyone. During the second week, some stages will be easier, but the penultimate stage will be the same as stage 2 last year. Brings back memories of many punctures. The 48-hour chrono stage is new for 2024 and is one stage held over 2 days. It is reminiscent of the epic marathon stages from the Dakar's era in Africa. The first day stops at 4 p.m, at which time the participants proceed to the nearest bivouac where they will stay overnight in the desert. The stage then restarts at 7 a.m. Mission 1000 is a new part of the Dakar Future project for its vision of the future. It is a new group running at the Dakar to explore new technologies. They will have a route of 100-kilometre sections adding up to 1,000 kilometres. 3 drivetrain types have been selected: electric, hydrogen and hybrids. New terminology has been added to simplify the understanding of the vehicle groups. For example, T1 is now called Ultimate, and our class for the Audi RSQ e-tron, the T1U class, falls within this one. Our competition includes the regular top teams from reigning winners Toyota and ProDrive in the Ultimate class. Ford has also joined the party this year with their new Ranger and former winner Nani Roma. A big change has come with the reigning winner Nasser Al-Attiyah switching from Toyota to ProDrive, where he joins Sebastian Loeb. Well, now you're all fully updated on what's new at this year's edition of the Dakar Rally. 2 stages have been driven. There are still 10 to go. Let's see what's in store for our crews tomorrow. The journey to the empty quarter continues with Stage 3 as the crews tackle a 440-kilometre special stage, bringing them to Al Salamiyah. This is the first marathon stage of the Dakar Rally 2024 and includes jagged stones that will increase the risk of punctures. To add to the challenge, the mechanics will only have 2 hours to work at the finish of the special before the cars enter the marathon bivouac and Parc Fermé. A marathon stage coming up. It will be a thrilling event to watch tomorrow. We will be back with more Inside Dakar. Keep those questions coming in across our social media channels and we'll see you tomorrow.